There is one particular fear that absolutely terrifies the Biden administration, and as well as them, the woke radical left administrations as well. When I say administration, groups of people, passels, groups, coteries, covens, convocations, cadres, and groups of people who represent this woke radical left, anarchic shadow government, ruling class hodgepodge that controls this runaway train and is stewarding the helm of the complete and total disaster of our beloved republic. Now, this one fear, when I tell you, will make the most sense. It is so critical and so obvious that it makes, well, it will explain what is going to be happening in the immediate future. But let me just say right now, before we begin, let me say to you, dear friend, that I would respectfully request, I'd be most honored if you were to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And whatever you do, in addition, I ask you to support our dear friends, our sponsors, the great and noble craftsmen and Americans at mypillow.com. And if you use promo code Lionel, you will receive a free gift. Now, I know what you're saying. You're going to say, well, isn't a gift free? I know that. I recognize that. It's tautological. So what? Just go to the website. Look at this. 20th anniversary My Pillow sales. The biggest bed and sheet sale ever. My Pillow 2.0 4-packs. It just goes on and on and on. So, dear friend, I respectfully again request that you go there. Use promo code Lionel and receive the bounty of this incredible organization, a great American corporation with a great American product, all in the desire to help you luxuriate and to enjoy rest and relaxation. Okay, first, let me say something right off the bat that I am not somebody who wants to mock the president. If you've ever had anybody in your life, in your family, a relative, a parent, a friend who has suffered from neurological or neurodegenerative diseases, you find nothing funny about anything involving Alzheimer's or dementia or anything involving the two. So that's not what this is about. It's embarrassing, it's sad, it is pathetic. It is a source of great humiliation on the part of this country to see the entire world see not only this president of ours who was unable to finish sentences or stay on a stage, or who has been seen repeatedly shaking hands with invisible people. No, that's not enough. It's not enough to see that. This is even worse. This is even worse. What we are seeing right now, my friends, is something that is very, very critical and very, very pivotal. And here is the fear that people are feeling, especially within the confines and the recesses of the Biden administration. First, by virtue of the way he's walking and acting. Neurologists have said, be on the lookout for a couple of things. Tremors, obviously, obvious gross motor problems. That's something. But also notice a hesitancy, a kind of a tenuous, precarious, kind of a hesitant, labored, kind of a sliding. Be on the lookout for that. It's very, very telling. Also, lowering of voice, and also micrographia, the notion of writing tiny little sentences. In fact, I'm always looking up the spelling micrographia. Again, this tiny kind of writing. But also, and here it is. What everybody supposedly has been saying to the Biden family and the Biden household, he needs a walker. A walker for his own personal safety. If it were your mother or your father, if it was somebody you loved, you would insist upon it. You would say, we want you to have this, a walker. This is what we're talking about here. This is critical. Absolutely critical that we deal with this, to just have a walker. That's it. Just that. But you can't have a president in a walker. Crutches are okay, especially if you sustain the injury while skiing or doing something bold and rash and athletic. That's one thing. But a walker? No. No. Verboten. No way. None. And when you see him falling up a stairs, there, rumor has it, unconfirmed, but my sources have said that for years, or for a while, it was rumored that he was getting blasts of Adderall and B12 and a various kind of a potion and elixir of, kind of a go juice, to help him move about. And if that does not work, and if that did not work, then what they would use in addition to all of this was something even more problematic. So more obvious. And that is something more important and critical. If he walks with a walker, it's over. It's done. If he walks with a walker, can you imagine what is happening? If he walks with a walker, this is just no. Now what has happened, Bobby Kennedy Jr. in the race changed everything. They could have coasted maybe until next year. There would have been no accelerated requirement to remove and to what have you. That's changed. You have this young, vibrant, younger, 70 years of still push-ups. That push-up pose. Perhaps taking some interesting vitamins that might add some heft to a nearly 70-year-old body. But what am I? I'm not an expert. What do I know? And then you have this man. The other day, the optics showing him with that pasty skin, that thin kind of onion skin, collagenless form on the beach. All he needed was one of those metal detectors, like in Clearwater Beach, looking for keys or something. Or he looked like he was trying to find his cabana. It was horrible. And then when he's walking with King Charles on pebbles and long expanses, sliding. Do you know how scary that is? Have you ever, when you're afraid of falling, first time I ever really encountered snow or ice, I should say. Somebody said, be careful for the black ice. Watch out for the black ice. What's the black ice? And once you hit, I was walking I looked like not Dorf, but that Tim Conway character in Carol Burnett. I was just inching along thinking, I can't fall. Do you know how scary that is? Anybody else, they'd say, use a walker. He can't. They don't know what to do. And yet they put him in these positions where you're thinking, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? They could have just as easily said, King Charles, we're going to be working on some protocol. Oh, yes, of course. But no, he's walking in these long expanses, not showing up at the NATO goodbye party. It is coming to a head. But all of that can be explained. All of that can be explicated. All of that can be diverted. But he cannot use a walker. Those aluminum things with either the tennis balls or those multiple seat things, with the brakes. By the way, those are terrific for people who have trouble ambulating and peregrinating and locomoting about. That's their fear. That's where we are. Because as far as it's done. The thing is, they're going to wrap this up. They're going to he's basically an auto pen. He's just signing things. Student loan this, Ukrainian this, and that's what's going to happen. And that is the important, critical concern to get as much possible. And nobody cares about Carmelita as the insurance policy, because what we have learned, and I'm telling you this again, it doesn't matter who the president is. They don't care. Just sign it. She might be better. She's affable. She laughs. She's not walking around shaking hands with invisible people, with Lamont Cranston. It's that simple, my friends. Lamont Cranston, ask your parents. All right, that's it, my friends. You heard it here first. Think about what I've said. It's so true. My friend, I also ask you again I thank you. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Please hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And whatever you do, I beg, beseech, importune. And of course, our friends, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, please. Great stuff. Wear a MyPillow home. You will be too. And now, if you could and you would, Brighten My Northern Sky is a great Nick Drakewood intone, but also please comment as you see fit.